You're not ugly, okay? I just want to point that out. I will say though, you've not taken steps to become attractive. Like, as a man, glowing up will give you access to more girls, which is very nice, and boost your confidence, which will improve your life. So look, I'm gonna tell you a story about how I managed to glow up with a few lifestyle changes. Unlike the typical glow up videos, this is actually a true life situation with no BS guide, alright? I hate those videos that sound so just fake, okay? Look, even though I'm not yet the guy with the flawless or supermodel skin, okay, but I will say I've made progress over the years, as you can see, and I want to share some tips with you on how you can also do that. So step 1, mindset. So look, first things first, you need to make up your mind before undergoing this thing, okay, before you start. Personally, I had to make the most extreme and really uncomfortable decision. Like back in 2013, I struggled with addiction to hard substances, like I indulged in drugs, weed, alcohol. It really messed me up. I was a different person, okay? As I spiraled downward, I questioned how I had lost myself. And after looking back on it, on past ambitions, I realized I had to distance myself from that whole drama. That was a big mess. And after 8 years of addiction, I woke up one morning feeling like a failure. And then I noticed you do all that hard stuff, your skin doesn't look great, okay? I had some skin disorders, some hair loss. And this time I knew I really had to make the toughest decision of my life. First off, I had to cut off those toxic friends. I knew the relationships could not continue in its current state. It couldn't happen. And then, which was actually in a way harder, I deleted all of my social media accounts completely. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest. I got a lot of questions from family and friends about, what did you do? What's going on? Why did you delete your old accounts? Look, I ended up telling everyone the same thing. I needed a fresh start. I needed a change. Now moving on to step 2, skincare routine. Okay, so look, in a bid to rebuild myself, I guess you could say that I had to take care of my physical health, right? That's how I did it. If you meet anybody for the first time, the first thing you notice about them is how they look. That's before you take a look at their clothes and actually take in their personality. Now I know it's wrong to judge a book by its cover. That being said, I had to take control of my look. So I started a skincare routine to undo the effects of addiction on my face. Now this is just a simple step. You can start with the bare minimum, a simple skincare routine by just washing and moisturizing your skin, okay? You see, from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep, your skin takes a major beating due to, a lot of things like UV rays, pollution, daily activities, drugs, and all those things can damage and age your skin. Now for someone who was once a drug addict, this stuff really caused dehydration to the skin, alright? So what I do every morning is wash my face with a cleanser, I moisturize it. Now I know it might sound kind of girly, but just get over it, alright? Seriously, taking care of your face is not a bad thing, alright? Men can do it too. After that, I apply sunscreen. And that's actually going to help reduce the intensity of extreme exposure to the sunlight. I do a lot of work outside, so try to take care of my skin. Now, before bedtime, I'm pretty nasty, got a lot of grime, so I wipe it off my face to help my skin repair itself and get ready for another day. And then I'll repeat the same steps, but I'll swap sunscreen for actually some anti-aging serums. I kind of got really into this skincare stuff, I won't lie. And actually using these anti-aging creams, they really actually helped my skin look really good and actually kind of removed some dark spots. It is what it is. You can look down in the descriptions and see the ingredients. Now moving on to step 3, the body. Now after going through the whole skincare process, I had to do something about my body. Trust me, I didn't have the best shape when it came to body stature. I was a mess. And I'm not even talking about aesthetic, how I looked. I just wanted something at the start to just not look like what it was. I will say, looking back on it, it was probably one of the toughest phases of my life. Because building up your body is a long-term process that requires serious determination and actual willpower and dedication. For me, starting was a very big thing. In fact, it got to a point that I almost quit, and that probably would have been the biggest mistake of my life. So to make it easier for yourself, you could sign up for a fitness class. I know it might feel kind of awkward, but believe me, there's other people out there who will probably feel pretty awkward also. There's actually a lot of good classes that I would recommend myself. And if you're somebody who finds it hard to show up every day, you could probably start your bodybuilding journey, your body transformation, by just setting achievable goals. Don't be I'm gonna gain 30 pounds of muscle in 90 days. You're probably not going to do that. So what I recommend is set realistic goals and decide what do you want first. Figure that out, okay? Now, one of the fastest ways to build your body is to train multiple groups at once. And make sure that during your weekly routine, you're training every part of your body. But on the flip side, it's also super important to switch up your training because sometimes it just gets old doing bicep curls and tricep extensions and all that crap. It gets old, all right? You want to have variety, both for just mentally and also physically, because you really don't want to build up only just one part of your body. And I get it, a lot of you guys want to achieve a Greek god physique, but you have to take things easy while working out. You see, I worked out 5 days a week and I did a lot of running on the beach for like 3 days a week. That's what I did. Also, I would like to add, don't waste your time or money on protein powders, pills, products that claim to increase muscle mass. Like, a lot of that stuff is junk, but I actually recommend just like change your diet, what you're eating. Like, I had to cut out a lot of junk food and eliminate sugar from my diet. I don't do soda anymore. Like, I do not drink soda at all. All right, moving on to step 4, smell good. Because like, I get it, we get carried away with our day-to-day things, but we're not actually aware of how we smell. And believe me, I smell pretty nasty at times. So it's really important to maintain proper hygiene because you actually want to smell nice. And believe it or not, stuff settles on your skin, impurities, and not to mention you just stink. And sure, you can do a lot of showers and body routines, and you can actually still smell bad throughout the day. Okay, so bit of advice, maybe put on some deodorant, maybe a good natural kind if you're into like being healthy. But seriously, I recommend prioritizing smells that just smell good, okay, even for just a short outing. Every little bit that you do to take care of yourself is going to do wonders for you long term. Because if you smell good, you might notice that people actually react to you nicely. And they're like happy to share the space with you or even invite you to like come along and do stuff. In fact, before you go anywhere, just do a quick smell check and just be like, okay, yeah, oh boy, these armpits reek. And put on some deodorant and then go. All right, now moving on to step 5, hair care routine. You can actually do a lot to improve your hair. Now, when I was battling addiction, I did notice like how my hair would fall off. Sometimes it got pretty bad, actually. I actually started experiencing a receding hairline, and I'm like, holy shit, that really sucks. I started a hair care routine, one that down the line actually turned out super positively. Like, I knew if I just tried a new shampoo or a new supplement alone, it actually wouldn't make a whole lot of difference. So I did some research, I did the Google, and actually found some good hair care products that I use every day to actually revive my hair. You can check them out down here below in the description, and after using them for a few months, I actually started to see changes in the my hair. Stopped losing my hair, which was great. Moving on to step 6, dress well. Gosh, I cannot emphasize this enough. Truth be told, one of the biggest changes I've ever done was dress. And you might want to reconsider whatever crap you have, okay? In case you don't know, there's many super nice and kind of expensive clothing out there that actually end up in the dump a lot of the time. But there's actually a lot of good ways to do this on a budget so that you look good and it's sustainable, all right? I know everybody can't afford to shell out cash on some of the most trendy crap out there, all right? But just play around in the budget that you have, all right? So take for instance, you have a classic white top and navy blue trousers along with some accessories. You can change the vibe of an outfit with a few things. Don't always appear boring all the time. Seriously, having clothes that you feel good in, that look good on you, is going to boost your confidence so much. Also, do some research. Go on YouTube, go to Instagram, find some online fashionistas, and grab some tips on how to look better. Take the time to explore different fashion trends, browse fashion magazines. I did that on a few occasions, I won't lie. That way you get some information and know what the heck you want to even look like. And eventually you'll find the styles that resonate with you, and you'll be able to create a vision of what you want and how you want to present yourself. Moving on to step 7. Overall, it takes a healthy mind to promote good physical health. You can change the body, you can change your hair, you can do all this stuff with your skin, but if your mind is still frigged up, it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be hard to do, okay? Because overall, it takes a healthy mind to promote good physical health. Being mentally active actually boosts your energy levels. Doing things to keep your mind active and feeling good is gonna cross over into everything else, all right? Now, you see, a couple of years ago, I faced some pretty, hollow feelings. I was pretty depressed, and I was looking around, looking for answers, okay? My mind was racing. I had so many questions that I was grappling with a lot, ranging from why do I even exist? What's good? What's bad? I dove into religion. I looked at the Bible, went all the way up to space exploration, everything in between. So I went to books, journals, internet articles, and actually what helped me a lot was just to write down my thoughts. And there was so much going on in my head that I just put it down on paper. And I read a lot of books about psychology and therapy. Some really good ones that I found interesting were What Happened to You by Oprah Winfrey, Don't Feed the Monkey Mind, How to Stop the Cycle of Anxiety, Fear, and Worry, which was a book by Jennifer Shannon. You can also check out a lot of financial books that would teach you how to make money, because as we all know, guys, if you have money, that helps reduce stress and you can do things, In the end, the aim is to get bigger and better at everything, right? Anyways, if you guys want more tips on how to get better, then you could start by hitting that like and subscribe button. Also, click that bell icon so that way you don't miss out on any of my future updates.